Thanks, Sean. Love you too.
All right, guys. Looks like this game is getting ready here. I'm going to move us over. We are getting this game started. 2. Starting off with Yoda here. I want to see Havoc bring Havoc.
Yeah, I'd just like to see what their strategy is. Ooh.
Well, we already got IDTNT Real getting tagged on by Yoda here. We're looking over, got Marvin found him down. Going back to Fatal here. I want to see, again, they're just kind of hanging around. 1 enemy remaining. I wonder if they weren't going here. This might be a very good opening point for Havoc here. I don't know what they're going to do. Blue team takes the lead. Havoc gets that first
Havoc
point.
takes first round.
That's what my prediction was. I'm not quite sure. Starting off at Fatal's position, going down mid. Look like they're going to all group together. Watching there. 1 down on Zypher. 2 down on Red. And that's another point to Havoc.
Another very fast round.
Round 3. Thank you, crowd. Thank you, very crowd. We're going to move over to Marmot. Oh, it's an O. I don't know what's Marmot. Marmot. Yeah.
A small animal.
It is. 1 enemy.
They eroded.
I'm not quite sure. Looking back over to Yoda's view, we'll see if he gets this tag on Fusion. Red team. Look at that. We do have our first round going to round 4.
Blunderbuds.
First time I've seen
like
the
the
team
name.
here.
It's a bit of a mouthful.
I like the name, yeah. It's a little bit of a mouthful to say really quickly. Going back on Fusion, going to see if he can get this tag on Yoda, or what's going to happen here if he loses the joust or not. Fusion's using both tags at once every single time. Yoda getting the tag on Marmot. Cypher. This is ground. This is a lot of ground play for vertical shift. Honestly, I'm not really used to seeing this much ground play.
Yeah, it seems like they are all still getting a little used to the zips. A lot of just back and forth along the ground, then back along the top.
Absolutely. Looking at Fatal here. Looks like he's going to go for it. Got his teammates home. Goes to Marmot. And 1-3. 2 minutes left in the game. Oh, we're sorry. 2 minutes down already.
So there's a little bit more than 2 minutes left.
A little bit more than 2 minutes.
Looks like the Blunderbuds are choosing to stay grouped together quite a bit. We'll see how that strategy ends up keep working for them. It helps with getting untagged, but at the same time it also makes it a little bit easier for your entire team to get tagged by a single person on the other team.
It's like bringing round to vertical shift. Seeing both these teams start off their strats, we got the Blunder looking back. They're kind of playing in their back spawn here, and we have blue team already by. Well, that round went by super fast. Lots of double zipping in this game. Yeah, I am seeing a lot of double zipping in this game. 7. I want to see if anybody happens to go up in these tunnels this time. I don't think it's going to. We have a tunnel player. What is he going to do? Is he going to play the tunnel? I got to find that camera. Where is it? There it is. Looks like he just went back down. Sorry about that.
Just went to peek.
Just went to peek. He was just peeking. Yeah, it looks like it. Look at Fusion here.
Just hanging out, hiding in there?
Let's see what he gets to do here. Oh, we do have someone going back up in that tunnel. 1 enemy.
We asked for tunnel play?
We asked for tunnel play. We got. Let's see what we can get here. Red team score. Not a lot.
As soon as they get in there, they get tagged.
Round 8. Looking back at Fatal's position here, I want to see if he dives mid and tries to get a joust. I mean, are they listening to my stream? Because like the second I start about tunnels, they start going about tunnels. Fatal missed the tunnel. The tunnels are really hard to get into if you're not used to it, honestly. It looks like he's going the jetpack and field. Honestly, maybe he's hiding, waiting for no one to 1 enemy. It's definitely a potential thing we're seeing here. A lot of tunnel play. A lot of tag members. Getting tagged in the tunnel, honestly, kind of sucks.
It's probably the worst place to get tagged.
Because it's such a tight space that if you get tagged, you have to convince your teammates to come down and untag you, or come up and untag you. Round 9.
Yeah, I try to spend as little time in the tunnels as possible, mainly just use them to try to flank.
Absolutely. I listen to the stream while I play, so probably. Well, that's not allowed. Hugh will be messaging you and sending you messages about upgrading your car insurance. Yeah. Make me have to delay stream. I make sure I don't have to delay the stream, but apparently I might have to. Looking at Yoda's first-person view, just hanging out here in the middle, kind of looking who he wants to go after.
One enemy.
Honestly, Blunder came out with
Blue team
the
scores.
shotgun approach in the tunnels.
They really did. They
Really did, yeah.
got half the score of Havoc now.
Hey, really, honestly, it's 3-6. About 5 minutes left in the game, just under 6 here. They're all playing on the backside of pink, really. This they feel like it's going slower. These rounds do feel like they're slowing down a bit, which means they're just kind of playing around each other, seeing what they're going to do. A lot of tunnel strats. Let's see if I can get that camera view. Him just chilling.
So it's going to be really difficult for Real to untag both, but looks like he actually got the tag off. So now it's actually going to be more difficult for Fatal to get his teammates untagged.
Yeah, Fatal's just kind of hanging out at the bottom, just kind of, I guess, looking forward to seeing what he needs to do. Wondering what's going back in the tunnel. It does seem to be like a tunnel party.
It'd be interesting to see. It looks like Marmot is going after to get that last tag.
5 minutes.
Guarding and camping are allowed? Yeah, no one said it is not allowed. I didn't see it in the rules. I'm talking about watching the stream. It's typically just not a thing people do during tournaments, but I mean, I guess it's fun.
It looks like Havoc has now successfully untagged. Or no, sorry, not Havoc. Blunderbuds
4-6.
untagged all the players and took the match.
Yeah, round 11. So starting round 11, just under 5 minutes here. Going and watching the tunnels here. I'm going to see what's going on. A lot of tags
remaining.
I wonder if Fatal's going to be able to get any of those untags.
1 enemy
Looks like
remaining.
he's tagged here. I wonder if they're going to realize the tunnel strat. Is the tunnel strat just this equal? We don't really know who's going to win here, so we're just going to keep doing it and seeing what's happening.
It does seem to be a very random roll of the dice
enemy
on who's going to come out on top here, but well, looks
Blue
like
team
both teams have 2
scores.
tags. And it looks like Havoc takes that round.
Round 12.
Looking here at Yoda, it is 4-7. I still think this is anybody's game for 4 minutes. I think if they keep going in this area, okay, looks like this game's not in the tunnels anymore. Maybe they just keep here listening, taking that insight.
I do wonder if they are listening to us.
Maybe be watching this side perspective here. Everybody going around. There's a lot of just kind of zoning here, and they're just watching back and forth.
1 enemy.
They're still in these tunnels. Can't even see him in our cameras. Fatal's just hanging out in the tunnels here, waiting for one of his teammates to come get him. Oh, we'll get Yoda or Zypher to
Looks
come.
like he's got some help. on
Yoda
the
comes
way.
out and gets the freeze. It's very good on their part.
Enemy remaining.
Yoda getting tagged. Oh, no, he's not. I thought someone was for a second. Looks like he got Marmot down. No one's playing in the entire part of the map now.
They are all
It's just all in the tunnels.
clustering together.
remaining.
They really like those tunnels.
They really like these tunnels. The last time I saw this tunnel strat was our very first tournament. I've seen them used for like a few rounds,
Blue
but
team
nothing really past
scores.
that. I don't even have to change this
Round
camera view at this point because I know
13.
they're going to come up here.
Just gotta wait.
Just
They'll
gotta
be
wait.
back.
Here they come.
And here he comes.
3 minutes remaining.
Do the joust in the tunnel. I feel like our Havocs gonna get it. Oh, we got 2 down.
Ah,
Havoc.
it's
This could be a good
interesting
round.
strategy from Marmot there. Just
Yeah, it
standing
really is.
still, waiting.
1
I mean, remember, in this for this tournament go around, it really is kind of this
red team score.
perspective here of just
Round 14.
I don't know. I mean, it's just they're just winning jousts in small spaces.
It's a very individual battle base.
Yeah, definitely. It's like if you can win your ones, it's really really useful. Is this a walking battle? I've never seen something like this before.
They are menacingly walking towards each other.
Yeah. Very interesting.
There's a good point from Ultra in the chat saying that this slow style of play, it does play into the favor of Havoc, as it really runs down the clock.
You're absolutely right. Playing here, I mean, this is game point. They're at 9, 2 minutes left. They just keep going. I just don't know what these tunnel strats about.
I've never seen anything like it.
I don't know. I see we got Havoc kind of floating back here in the main area. They're just, yeah, this slower gameplay is something that VS is not used to seeing. but it seems to really be working out in Havoc's favor.
1.
Going back up in the tunnels here. I mean, 2 down on Havoc, so I mean, they could bring this back up and bring it to 6-9. But they're going to have to get a lot of points out. They really need to look for their last teammate on Zypher to come up and save him. I wonder if they want to find his
Yeah,
perspective.
it looks like.
I wonder if he's going to go in and try and get his teammates. Because if he can get this double untag, it's going to be huge for his team. You got a lot of rim members in there coming in, and yeah, bring it up to 6-9 right there. It's pretty interesting.
3-point difference, 1 minute left. Havoc only needs 1 more to win.
Minute absolutely here. Crowd cheering in the background, waiting to see this point go for him. 1 minute remaining. Getting through this tunnel seems to be interesting for a lot of players. Let me go fly myself up there and see what's going on.
Blue team scores.
Blue team scores, bringing a game for Havoc. That's really good for them. That's awesome. That's game 1 out of 3. That match started way faster than it finished. That was pretty interesting. I'm gonna go look at those. We'll go look at those scoreboards. I'm curious.
I'm really interested to see the stats here.
3 KD on Fatal. That's awesome. 27
27
9,
tags.
5. That is really good. 9, 13, 12 on the other team. Wow, that was not bad at all. Blue team wins Havoc. So, did that game go how you thought it would be?
I didn't really have too many expectations going into that one, given that
I didn't begin.
both teams were new teams, but it was still interesting to see. I think they both brought in 2 new strategies, given that they were both going into the tunnels and really utilizing those. And I wonder if that's a fact that both teams were new, or they just didn't really have any experience with the previous winning teams. Maybe some of the other teams have based their strategies off the old winners.
2.
Yeah. Break it a little bit. I keep fat fingering the wrong button. Totally my fault. Give them an extra minute here. A new feature that came into the game is the ability to kind of just set the game on loop so you can play over and over and over again. Really helps with practice and just kind of keeping the pace rolling. But sometimes with what happens there is it makes it kind of interesting, especially in the tournament space, because sometimes you accidentally kind of let it go and keep that loop going. A good way to practice, though, is to get your team in there, get auto start running, and just run laps, run the games over and over and over again. Get you kind of keep the downtime in between games really together. I want to see what Ultra Mini Pants talking about. Take the lead and hold it. If you can res your teammates in this, okay, in there, the 10, let's see, the 10 invincibility gives you a minute. Yeah, there are invincibility frames. Told you Fatal could joust. Yeah, man, I mean, he's really picking it up here. Gonna give them a minute. They're just staring at me here. Game will start up in about another minute or so. Giving them a little comms break, little hands break. This game gets sweaty.
We are getting a little sweaty in here, Zach. It's kind of
What?
toasty. And you can see I'm wearing my wonderful new soft vertical shift shirt if we ever go back on live cameras. Actually, Zach, it's because of Ben. It's the
What?
byproduct of his heat.
5.
Starting this game up again.
2.
Who do you think you're going to see takes this game here?
Begin.
I think the Blunderbuds were really starting to make a comeback there. I think they're starting to get a real hang for it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and take this match.
A lot of tags off in the beginning, especially on the spawn side, but they're already back up, so we're seeing a lot of tags. Like,
1. Enemy.
it's just coming from that last game where it was so slow, and just instantly, like an instant burst of energy. I'm just like, where did this come from? I have no idea. So they're taking monster energy or something between games.
Both teams are very energetic right off the bat. Both going for a lot of tags, not really going for the untags here. Ooh, it's like you got
This is
his buddy
coming
up
into
there.
I will joust better than you. Leave me alone. I win.
Right, keeps just getting left as
Red
one-on-one
team
duels.
Takes the lead.
Red team taking that first win here.
Round 2.
Looking good, starting that round off. Round 2, 1 minute into the game. This is so much exciting. They're aggressively going into these tunnels. I think they're trying to figure. I think they both think they figured each other out.
I think so. They both really think they know what the other team's doing, and I think they both have counter strategies in place now.
So I think I know Blunder's strat here. So, you know, the wings are off for enemies. So they're trying to catch them on corners if they can't win jousts. I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, they're just waiting to try to get the duels.
1 enemy remaining.
And then if they win the one duel, they're all close to each other to be able to untag.
Enemy.
So that is one thing I noticed is the red team has far more untags.
Round 3.
Looking here at Fusion, getting that tag onto Fatal. That's really good for him. These tunnels, see, like, I like the tunnels. I built this map. I put the tunnels here, and I don't like how much these tunnels are getting used.
Not getting to see the rest of the map.
Yeah, it's like, it's interesting because
Remaining.
you see all of these, all the entire map, right? You have the entire map. This is supposed to be used as a flank route, and they're all going to flank. All of them. They're going to come back up here in seconds, I promise. Now look at that.
I mean, it's been working for them every round. They've won 3 in a row now.
I mean, that is
Hard
true.
to blame
It's like in a tournament stance here, it's like you don't always have to play the game traditionally how you expect. I get more attacks than you. I joust you. No, it is very, what strat can I use to leverage the weaknesses of this team to get points and advance forward? That's all tournaments are. And so it's really interesting to see these strats coming from Blunder and what they're trying to do. We get Fatal getting tag on Fusion. That's really good for them. But, like, just the energy, it's really interesting here because I don't normally typically expect to see this much dynamics between rounds of high energy, low energy, hiding, not hiding, and both teams are doing it. And it makes it for just really interesting, almost hard to follow from like an analysis standpoint to figure out what they're trying to do. But what that means is they're so unpredictable.
Remaining.
Yeah, it
And
makes
that's
it
good
very
for them.
hard.
They're up 4-0.
It's going very well for the Blunderbuds.
Round 5.
Interesting, we got a note coming here from Ultra watching the game, spectating it on Twitch, saying that they're really good at reviving each other, getting each other saves. And honestly, again, we've said this before, that's a super, super important thing to be able to do. And so, I'm gonna get a nice look at Yoda.
1.
Just kind of waiting here. Look at them. Got new avatars, by the way, not plugging them right here, but this is what they look like. They're going to be customizable soon. Not this update, but soon. Watching
forward to
Fatal, getting that tag on Real.
Looks like there's only one more left for Fatal. Let's see if he'll go for tags or try to revive his teammate.
Red team.
Ooh,
scored.
walked right into that trap.
Round 6.
I want to see what Yoda's going to do. I think going in the tunnels again. Tunnels again! I need a shirt. I need to find out how to put that on a shirt. Hey, media
Be a
team.
great shirt.
I need tunnels on a shirt, please. Getting 2 tags, trading on both teams. 2 down on to Havoc. See what's going on in this perspective.
Red team
Finish
scored.
that off. Getting red team is 6-0. I wonder what changed. I mean, I know we see the dynamic change from Blunder, but I'm not seeing that much from Havoc. They're just kind of meeting them, it seems.
Yeah, Blunder's really figured out this tunnel strategy in that they'll win 1 or 2 duels up there and then get everyone on their team untagged and really try to protect and just wait and trap Havoc whenever they come through.
What's interesting, it's just like a giant jousting match, which is really fun to play. But I think if they're trying to go for this kind of win here, they need to just not play the tunnels.
Yeah.
If I was Havoc, don't play the tunnels.
But at this point, it's a little difficult for them because Red has the option to just hide in the tunnels and run down the clock. Blue really has to be going after points here, given that they're at a 5-point deficit. They need to be going through the tags.
That's absolutely true. I think that if they... I mean, they could probably waste a minute of just trying to draw a round out and be like, hey, we're not going in that tunnel anymore. But unless the other team realizes that, one realizes that, then it might be okay.
Blue team scores.
And Havoc takes a point back.
Round 9.
See if they can do it again.
In the tunnels they go.
Enemy remaining.
Get like the super low.
1 enemy remaining.
7-2. Just under 5 minutes here. Looking at Fatal, I want to see what he's been doing each of these rounds. Running to the wall a little bit. Switching over to Fusion.
1 enemy.
A lot of tags there, a lot of jousting. It's just, it's interesting because I feel like
Red team scores.
they've just figured this out. See what Cypher's going to do here.
Are all three of them going into the tunnels?
Yeah,
right off
look,
the
it
bat?
appears so. We should see him come right here.
Oh, yeah. All three Blunderbuds come through.
1 enemy remaining.
Did he just get the triple tag?
Round 12.
I'm unsure. I didn't know if I saw that.
That happened so fast.
Team's coming out.
1
Tag.
enemy remaining.
All right, so all of them got a tag. Insane.
Round 13.
And we just actually got a point up. It is now 4. Havoc has half the points. They're up here quicker.
1 enemy
Fatal playing at the
remaining.
bottom. It's 8-5, so maybe like there's something that I just
Round
don't know
14.
or I'm not seeing.
I'm very confused.
Inside voiced golf claps.
1 enemy remaining.
He's playing low here to try and bait this. Yep, he bait. Something good to do in VS is bait the revive. Bait the save. Hide under the tube.
Game point.
Something like that.
One enemy.
Alrighty, here we go. More men going down 9-6.
Game point.
So Havoc has to be perfect here, or Blunderbuds will take this game.
3 minutes remaining.
There's just no one playing. It's down at the bottom. It's insane. Watching the tunnel. The tunnel is just where they like to be.
Red team score.
Well, Blunder takes this game. Havoc took the first game. We're going to be going into game 3.
I'm really interested to see if Havoc changes up their strategy here. Because the tunnel game was obviously working very well for the Blunderbuds. And each time, Havoc kind of just played into their strategy. Each time they just went into the tunnels and almost hoped for the best. So I will be very curious to see if they just avoid the tunnels altogether here, or what their strategy is.
Yeah, that could be very, very just interesting. Looking at this board here. 1.8 KD. Fatal standing right in front of it again. Highest KD of the match goes to Fatal. 30 tags, 16 frozens, 3 saves. It's interesting this time. Fusion got 16 saves.
Yeah, those numbers are easily double. Even the best of Havoc. And what's really interesting is Havoc has way more tags as well. But the match went to the Blunderbuds here.
I mean, I think what it comes down to is Havoc was really doing a good job at getting and landing tags. I mean, we have a total of, 58 tags on Havoc, and quick maths. 25 plus 18. So I mean, they were close, I guess, in tags. It was definitely spread out more on Blunder's side versus Havoc's. Havoc has like no saves. Yes, and that's what's interesting. It's, I mean, like, they have 13 saves total, and then a lot of saves. Yes, this happens every tournament. Who is it?
Marvin has discovered the
has
joys.
gone rogue. 33 saves, 58 times tag for a blunder. Thank you, Ultra. I gotta say, I know how to do math, but sometimes it makes it difficult.
Math just escapes
Yoda's
us.
bending over backwards for these leaderboards over here.
Very nice.
Giving these guys a moment. Looks like Marmot. I can't tell if he's just like laser show. It is time. We're gonna be starting the game in another minute. I think they know. That I'm trying to see this board here, and they're just gonna stand in front of it.
They want to be. It's like get in front of the jumbotron.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to be on screen. Wave them on.
Wave them on. Doing a little dance over here. Yeah, this is your time to shine. Oh, now he goes to look away.
Oh, he got embarrassed.
Game 3 starting up in 30 seconds. We're looking at what's going to be going on here.
Five, four,
Game 3.
2,
Getting
1.
ready right here.
Game.
Starting
And
off
they're
with
off.
Yoda. Going to the tunnels. Oh, he's getting up there quick now.
Seems he's figured out the
Win.
quick exit enter strategy.
Yoda getting tagged down. I think like if he sees this 2v1, he just needs to back off.
Yeah. I think for Havoc here, the strategy is just to avoid the tunnels altogether. Force Red to come down.
They want
Fight
it.
them outside
I mean,
the tunnels. Wow. They took that one though.
Round 2.
They took it. Yoda's going back in them tunnels.
We'll see if it works for him. But it seems like you either want to fully commit to the tunnel
Or you don't.
or don't go at all. Just sending one doesn't seem to be too helpful. At least when Red sending all three.
It's interesting because when spectating this, it makes it very, very easy to just switch between the two because I know where they're going to be every round.
They're not really throwing us too many curveballs.
Nope, they're getting very, very predictable on this side.
Is Havoc just waiting them out now? Looks like they might be.
They're up one.
Yeah.
They can.
They
If they
just let
just
the
don't
clock
play
run
the
down.
tunnels, let the clock run out. Might not be fun to watch, but it's a way to win a game.
Remaining.
Yeah. Oh, they took that one real quick.
Round 3.
Yoda's going for the chase. You know, that's interesting now. So you send two people up tunnels, one person to flank on the other tunnels. First one that wins that out, or win. That forces two duels at the top, one duel in the bottom. If whoever wins the duel at the bottom wins the
Takes
game.
the lead.
It's an interesting strategy.
Round
Seems to be working.
Because it's just, if you use the tunnel as a flank and the tunnel becomes the main place to go, use the map as a flank.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
And it appears that's what Havoc's doing here.
And that may be the way to do it right there. He's waiting.
Just who can be quicker on that tag blast?
Absolutely.
Well, the teams
Ooh, he's
take their
hanging.
time, playing it careful.
I mean, it's 2-1. 2 minutes down in the game. Oh, there we go. Cypher getting the tag. Team Havoc there. That's awesome.
See if Havoc presses their number advantage.
Yeah, I mean, all
Flushes
they
them out
gotta
of the
do
tunnels.
is, I mean, they know they're gonna go try and get that save.
One enemy.
That's 2 down. Havoc gets it. 2-2.
This is very interesting. The two teams, they're playing very sneakily.
Yeah, we saw the opening game and Kittens just kind of kicked it, right? But
Both teams
the
just
chance
diving for
here,
each other.
these teams are trying to figure each other out.
They're taking their time. They're really feeling out each other's strategies, trying to find where they are, getting an advantage, and then pressing that advantage hard.
Absolutely.
1 enemy remaining. Red team takes the lead. Round 6.
I'm really curious to see if this tunnel strategy carries throughout the rest of the tournament, how this influences all the other games going forward.
For the other teams out there, please don't do it.
1 enemy remaining.
Yes.
1 enemy
So much.
remaining.
Ready for this cool shot because I know exactly where they're going to go.
Round 7.
It's a
You ready?
very apt
Ready?
description, Ultra. Like watching a blood sport using pooled noodles instead of swords.
Thank you for the commentary, Ultra.
Enemy remaining.
A win is a win.
Red
You know,
team scores.
this brings me back to a story when me and Hugh were playing Paladins back in
Round
college. We won against, I don't even know who it was. Oh man, it's the college that has the orange color. It's not Florida.
Auburn?
1
Yes.
enemy
I
remaining.
think it might have been Auburn. We were playing against Auburn in Paladins, and the way we won, we couldn't push the point. So we captured the point, like the center point, and then instead of pushing the cart, we ran back to spawn. Did it 4 rounds in a row, and won the game.
Wow. I love it though. Seen Sean in Trap dropping the Forbidden Game. The game for which we do not talk about.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sean, to be honest.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Enemy remaining.
Exactly, Ultra. What?
Round 10.
They do. They do be doing.
The Blunderbuds are be blundering around quite a bit. It's now doubled Havoc.
Yeah, seeing that now, 6-3. Kind of forces them back in the tunnels, doesn't it?
Back into the tunnel once again.
1 enemy remaining. Red team scores.
It's just interesting games.
Round 11.
Leads to rather quick rounds.
5 minutes remaining.
5 minutes remaining. Thank you, Ben, automated announcer man. They have us working double time.
Round
They
12.
do. Alright, now I'm curious. In our Twitch chat, Ultra Media Man saying he Googled it, and I'm really curious as to what he found.
Hey,
Because I highly doubt it's
Don't
the
wanna
game
know.
we're talking about. At least it shouldn't be.
Fusion 7-11 going down the tunnels, going for the tag. 9-3. This game could be going in Blunder's favor. Fatal winning the joust.
1 enemy remaining.
That's up 4. We only need 5 more rounds from Havoc.
Game point.
Bring it up.
This could be our final match.
1 enemy remaining.
A
Havoc's
lot of
got the
tags going
advantage.
down. Come on, Havoc. Bring a point.
Enemy remaining.
Ooh,
1
1-1.
enemy remaining.
2-1.
Fatal getting tagged on
2-2.
Fusion.
1-1.
Come on. Y'all can do
have
it.
a clutch.
Cypher Fatal. Bring it up to 5.
Ooh.
9-5. 4 minutes left. They're
Game
back in this game. Going up in that tunnels before I can even get back to him. Fatal got over there so fast.
One.
So many tags going down. 2 on the red team, 1 on the red team, 2 on Havoc himself, going down and bringing it over to Blunder to take their second game of this set, pushing them on forward. Unfortunately for Havoc, that one might knock him out.
It's hard to see. Unfortunate for Havoc, but well done. Blunderbuds, great game.
Interesting enough here. When you look at these post-match stats.
We got once again. Oh, actually, Fatal's been usurped as our highest KD. Fusion coming in with that 2.18. That's very impressive. 24 total tags, 4 saves, 11 times frozen. These numbers are actually really similar to each other if we look at them. Ignoring the tags, our saves are almost identical, but just more tags on Team Red, and I think that helped them edge it out.
Absolutely. Getting a look, we have 24 tags from Fusion. Highest tags of the games. Most saves of the games go to Marmot. Again, both the highest KD for like 3 games in a row. Fatal.
Actually, Fusion beat him out this time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
2.18.
2.1. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I guess that makes sense. Still getting used to looking and analyzing these numbers at like a split second, saying them out loud.
Yeah, it's what I also thought Fatal was first.
Yeah, that 1.5. 218, 24, 11, 4 saves. Not bad, not bad. Going to be getting an updated bracket shortly. We're going to talk about what's going on next. (10-5). Yoda has left the game. So it does look like Blunder will be going forward, playing versus whoever wins or loses versus ATM and Monks.